everybody, I am Ginger. You might also know me as Elia or Voyeurist. This is 35 millimeters. That's the average, or it's the length of width of a spool of film inside your standard film canister. So, hi friend. You look sad, friend. What's going on? Has there been a murder?
В доме ничего нет. Осмотрись сам, если хочешь.
Alright, so we're in Mother Russia. That's exciting. Can't say I've ever been to Mother Russia. Let's look around. I do not speak much Russian, so this could be interesting. I need to check my inventory. Use a first aid kit. Food and batteries with a double click. Okay, what do I do with the machete? Nothing. F is, oh okay, 2 is hit things with a machete, 1 is take a picture. F is my, oh I can take a picture, how cool. Smile, comrade. Alright, we can go ahead and put that away. Oh no, okay, hold on, continue. I want to put my camera down. Does this just happen? Am I gonna walk with my camera in front of me the whole time? At least I closed the back up. Actually, did you? Actually, that's standard. Now that I think of it. Maybe this will put the camera away. Is it sad that I want the computer to do, like, literally everything for me? Could you put away the camera for me? I can't figure it out. I'm a 25-year beta tester, so like I really do know video games, but the downside to that is since I play them critically, sometimes I don't have quite as much fun with them. So you will occasionally run into me doing something either really weird, like seeing if a body will move just to see the mechanics of things, or what's one? My camera probably one puts it away too. Or just wanting the computer to do something for me. I argue with it constantly. It's never persuaded. I have yet to win an argument with my computer. I do know how to program. I learned how to program in BASIC when I was 7. Then Java when I was 20, and then HTML shortly thereafter. So I know quite a few programming languages. I know a little bit of Python. Really not anything to do much other than find what I need in order to put something together or figure out what's wrong or explain something to somebody. I can't write a program, I wouldn't even try. I can do a web page, but anybody can do a web page. Why not buy a template? Or, well, you don't even have to buy them. People like let you use a template, so. That's kind of, it's mostly for troubleshooting purposes. You need to know technical jargon in order to communicate at all with programmers. It made me a way better beta tester just to have that understanding, even walking into beta testing for Bethesda. When I was talking design, I actually did kind of know what I was talking about, at least how it would render, whether or not it would, like I could ask a question, get an answer, and immediately understand what they were saying. So I didn't have to sit there and ask for an explanation or anything. I at one point suggested something render on corners because they had a problem where each and every side of something had to be the same way back in Arena, where they were like just starting out, and you know they're an indie company and graphics had to all be made by hand. I said, why don't you put it on the...
Все верно. Скоро будем у дороги.
Prakti? These people look depressed. That's part of Russian culture. It's not meant to be insulting at all. It's kind of like, as Americans get older, we get to be crotchety and rude and complain more, as far as, like...
Осмотрись, если хочешь. Я тебя догоню.
As far as, like, we get to be ruder. In Russian culture, you get to be more depressing, so that's like their chiefs. That's how they chief up when they're older. So... This has beautiful landscaping so far. It is reminding me of the whole open world aspect that I just went through. I get lost so easily. It's hilarious. Hilariously bad. My LARPing group makes jokes about dropping the Irish kid off. So, it is what it is. I think I can look around. My teammate will catch up with me. Oh, I didn't even really have to wait for him. Teammate. So we're out here doing something. We're on some sort of photography expedition, I assume, because of the name. That, or we get some boss picture of some sort of, like, incredible event. Russian video games are interesting. The only ones that I've run into are adventure games, but that's kind of my jam. So they might have popped out something like CI Games did Alien Rage, and they're a Polish company. So
Местность тут дикая. Будь начеку.
I will.
Ага.
But yeah, so they're a Polish company, and they had a very interesting take, especially when you were listening to the interviews with the scientists, where, like, certain things were important to them that just wouldn't have been important for an American company. And so it was really cool, you know, you get a different kind of experience. So this is coming out, it's becoming very popular, sort of open world survival game, so I'm thinking that's what we're doing here. Like I said, good graphics, decent sound, interesting premise. I think the plot is supposed to be moving slowly. I'm an extraordinarily caffeinated person under normal circumstances. I gave up coffee for Lent, and it really shows. But, like, I am very used to either high octane or problem solving. So I get hit with dopamine or adrenaline. I don't really like adrenaline, but if you push through, you get a dopamine rush. I do endurance sports, obviously. So I'm used to that pretty much off the drop, and this is giving a totally different experience. And that's what I mean about the different cultures gaming, where the other thing that's throwing me is, and this is, I know that this is, like, common, but it throws me every time. Russians have 2 color palettes. They use duns and whatnot, like natural colors, and then they use this incredible, like, pastel/neon color palette, which is just amazing. And you see it on their buildings and some of their artwork and all of that. You know, if you've ever, the Russian nested dolls, like, they're really easy to picture. Everybody's seen them at some point. They use a little bit more red in those, and they trend a little bit more towards Easter colors for a whole lot of their architecture and stuff like that in their art. I saw it in Neor, which I hope he picks back up. There was a programmer who was doing a platformer, which just had incredible, for an American, we never see that color palette. We'll see it a little bit in Dystopia or Japanese programming, but it's different because it's not luminescent plants or part of the landscape or the characters. It's neon, it's that neon grunge, and that wasn't the case. Ooh, what have we got here? Looks like the beginning of a mystery. So I'm going with mystery and not survival game. Like I said, it's really hard to tell because the emotional palette is completely and totally different. Part of it's because I'm a girl and I'm playing a dude, so I have no idea what this dude is doing. He could be making up to me. Well, if I were a girl, I would take that as him making up to me. But Russian is a very alpha culture, so like I said, it just doesn't translate. You know, the second a guy is alpha towards me, I'm like, slow your roll, bro. Like, naturally, I don't even know that I would be able to have a conversation, like, long term with hanging out with Russians. I ran into a couple in the course of one of my jobs. They were cool people. They were auto mechanics, so they, like, really blended in. And I couldn't tell what parts of the machismo was culture and what was just them. Do I get to do anything here, friend? Oh, I do. Okay. That looks more like Greece. It's an interesting bridge. The whitewash adobe I had always thought was Greek. I might be incorrect. Oh, come on. It's like a satchel. You don't want to see what's inside of that? But we want the bottle. That makes all of the sense. I want you to know that. Okay, so we're partially interactive. We can't go playing with buttons or anything exciting like that. Maybe the back door opens. No. The hatch? Anything in the boot? What do we got here? Oh, okay, that's definitely Russian. Well, it's Cyrillic. I mean, it might be Ukrainian. I don't think so, though. Like I said, I speak Polish fairly well. I would have to, sit there and practice for, about a day or so, but then I'd be able to, have a pleasant conversation with Poles. And they're similar, but the letters are different versus Ukrainian, which has something like 60% in common with Polish. So I can understand Ukrainians decently when I get going. It's like French. If you don't use it, you lose it. Or Spanish. But Ukrainians use Cyrillic, I believe. The Eastern Bloc certainly does. Ooh, let's take a picture. Cool. So that was a murder of crows. Who's excited? It was definitely Cyrillic. I'm assuming it's Russian. Russian is slightly more... The front of their mouth is frozen than in Ukrainian, which has more of a lilt. Yeah, see how they have those pauses as well. The Y serves as like a diphthong almost, and then a pause when you see it translated into Arabic. Told me that a camera is a small time machine that allows you to plunge into the past, remember and feel the emotions that accompanied us during that part of life. Although sometimes it is extremely painful, but there's good that there's such a possibility. I've never really ran across many Russian philosophers. I have no idea how these people think. I'm working with Christian Mission, so I have been studying Russian, and like I said, the concept palette, the emotional palette is so different that it's just like, I mean, I know some basics of how to behave, that since I'm a female, it's okay for me to go out to lunch, versus a male businessman would never ask that. That men are dominant, that when you're bargaining, that, it's typical for anybody to walk away and then come back with an offer. Like in Chinese, where you continue to bargain after you're done bargaining, only more formally, where they actually do leave. And then you meet again. So it's a process rather than American-style transactional. What's this? It looks like something, but it's not. Apparently I don't want to go filtering through garbage. The ashes are still warm. Got junk. You find that a lot. I hate that. You find that a lot in forests, even like national forests. I'm not just going to carry rando equipment with me. This is not Fallout, huh? But you find that a lot even in national forests where like handles wrapped with rope can be cut. Wow. Okay, apparently we are going to go zombie on this guy. You'll find junk all over the place, and I just hate that. I don't get it. No. Where I grew up just wasn't like that, and every once in a while, parts of America throw me, or, subcultures in America throw me, where they're just, like, so suburban, willing to wreck something up. What do we got here, bro?
Эй, смотри!
Смотри. I think that is dog in Russian. I might be incorrect. Again, Ukraine shares a base with Russian as well.
Привет, песик.
Привет, that means hello, okay. The hellos are different, so... I know you still don't care. You're like, whatever. Show us these fancy color palettes that you've been talking about. Well, it's not going to happen for you in the woods, friend. Enjoy nature. I'm stoked. I don't know. I'm the biggest gamer geek in the world. I don't just find gamer culture. I roll in it like an unruly puppy. I just want to know, like, what do these people consider a game? Like, I know that they have, like girls today a little bit still play Cat's Cradle and hide and seek and kick the can and stuff like that. And boys. I know they have, like, I know 5 names, and Stick It in Hoop, I think. That one was more my mom's generation for us. So, like, similar activities. Ours seem to involve our hands more, and theirs seem to involve a little bit more action. Might just be because I'm a chick, though. Like, honestly, that I know chick games, and those were bigger back when jelly bracelets were in and everything like that, and boondoggles and crafts. Now we're a lot more iPhone, iPad focused. So I tend to be slightly more critical of Apple when I do that, because of their insistence that the technology dominate, whereas Android tends to integrate, so it's not front and center in your life. What is that? Uh-oh. Are we gonna get jumped? Jesus, Mary, Joseph. It's a bear. Oh my god. How do I run? I can't run. I ran into a bear the last time that I was out. Oh, I think it was a bear. Okay, so he's gonna get me once I can figure out how to run. We have brown bears around here, and I'm outdoors a lot, so I did run into a bear the last time I was out. Oh good, I can run. They are scary as all get out. You cannot climb. They say climb a tree. See these trees? That's what the trees look like in a forest where there might be a bear. You cannot shimmy that. So I like hightailed it to my car. I didn't run. You don't. And then the time after that, the literal last time that I was out, I ran into a wolf. I thought it might be a dingo because it was a young one. It was little, but it had the barrel chest. So I ran into a wolf. I am pushing E. Oh, okay. Oh, and the bear gets me. Oh, Sheila. But, I ran into a wolf when I was up in the hills. And, that was something else. Scared the crap out of me. You know, you don't threaten wolves. Despite what Disney says, they are not a threat to humans. Bears, on the other hand, will probably kill you. If you get between them and their cubs, if you're on their territory, if they're ill-tempered. It could happen. Let's go stand on the other side of our friend here. See if we can do that. I'm having a little bit of a problem here. Like, I don't know whether or not to jam on it, or... You know, witness me dying a lot for the next couple minutes. I bring this too uncut. I bring this too real. Maybe I'm supposed to man the other door. I'm a little bit unclear here. I feel like we should have a better plan, friend. How do you feel about this? Oh, thank God. You had a gun this whole time? I'm not ill-tempered, I swear. But the wolf was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. It was incredible. He ran past me, and I swear he was laughing. It was awesome. Straight up the hill. You know, so I just stood still until he was past. And then I double timed it. It's a downhill type of run. I learned it while I was doing endurance sports. But then I double timed it down the hill. So, you know, yo. What am I doing here? Friend, did you fall on top of me? What's going on? Oh, wow, okay. What did I pull something? Machismo. I own it. Alright, well, we killed a bear. Did I get a picture of it? And now I don't know where I am. I was blurring out a little bit. Was it a bad dream? So, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here, though. Because I feel like... I feel like we're gonna start to really get into some, like, cutscenes and whatnot, and it'll be hard for me to find another good place to stop. So I am Anjindra. This is 35mm. If you like this sort of, like, Granny's house has been really big, this is way cooler. That's kind of like a puzzle game. So, if you want something a little bit better, a little bit more of an experience in that, then try this one out. It's on Steam. It's not super expensive, and you can, like, definitely have a foreign experience with it. So you get some mystery along with your adrenaline bump there. So drop me a like and subscribe. Thank you for coming along for the ride, and as always, much love.